A romance on the horizon? Emmerdale fans buzz over Vinny and Lewis' growing connection. Emmerdale has never shied away from tackling complex and emotionally charged storylines, but in recent weeks, viewers have noticed subtle, yet significant, developments hinting at a new romantic arc that could shake the village in unexpected ways. The spotlight is now on Lewis Barton and Vinny Dingle, and fans are already theorizing that a romance may be blooming between the two characters. The speculation all stems from a seemingly innocuous scene aired on Wednesday's episode, one that lasted barely over a minute. Yet in that short window, Emmerdale managed to plant enough narrative seeds to send viewers into a frenzy. Let's break down the episode, explore the characters involved, and unpack the fan theories that are quickly gaining traction. A quiet scene that spoke volumes. It all began when Vinny Dingle and his fiancée Gabby Thomas popped into the cafe, only to find it unattended. Stepping in to help, Lewis Barton casually offered to make them drinks, admitting he knew how to use the coffee machine. It was a simple offer, but Vinny's response added an unexpected twist of humor and chemistry. He jokingly asked if Lewis also knew how to use oxy cutters, a subtle nod to Vinny's own trade work and mischievous side. Gabby, however, wasn't amused. She quickly shot down the idea of Vinny potentially offering Lewis work, remarking that he might turn out like his notorious half-brother, Ross. Lewis, standing nearby, made it clear he could hear the remark, but he took it in stride. He cheekily added that while he wasn't looking for a job, he did have some scrap metal he could bring over later, to which Vinny responded with clear enthusiasm. The exchange might have passed as a throwaway moment if not for the editing. When Gabby dismissed Vinny's suggestion of her upgrading to a slightly larger wedding dress, clearly touching a nerve, the camera curiously cut back to Lewis' expression. And again, when Cammy Hadik, Vinny's longtime friend, entered the cafe and placed his hands on Vinny's shoulders, the shot lingered on Lewis once more. These subtle cues didn't go unnoticed. Fan theories take off. They're not gonna put Lewis and Vinny together. Are they? For a soap known for its intricate storytelling, Emmerdale knows the power of implication. And viewers were quick to pick up on the chemistry. Within hours of the episode airing, social media was buzzing with comments like, "They're not gonna put Lewis and Vinny together, are they? Lewis and Vinny will be a couple soon. Emmerdale might get the second gay pairing, Vinny plus Lewis, but they'll be more quirky than sexy." While the pairing might feel like it came out of nowhere for casual viewers, devoted fans have tracked Vinny's subtle emotional arc for months, and many believe this scene was the culmination of that build-up. One fan noted, "Lewis was totally eyeing Vinny. You can feel it, but Cammy is the love of Vinny's life. This is going to get messy." And indeed, that triangle may already be in motion. Vinny's inner turmoil, struggling with sexuality. For fans who've been following Vinny Dingle closely, this romantic speculation isn't just fantasy, it's grounded in character evolution. Recent episodes have seen him questioning his feelings, especially toward Cammy. In fact, Vinny even attempted to kiss Cammy during a particularly vulnerable moment. The move, though met with surprise, wasn't entirely out of character given the emotional weight Vinny's been carrying. His internal struggle is coming to a head next week. According to upcoming spoilers, Vinny will finally confide in Gabby, the woman he plans to marry, and reveal that he's been struggling with his sexuality. However, it appears someone else overhears this confession before Gabby can fully process it. The tension is palpable. Gabby, already wary of changes and betrayals in her life, is likely to be shaken. She's dealt with heartbreak before, and this revelation may bring up deep fears about stability, trust, and her future. How will she respond? Will she be supportive, devastated, or blindsided by a truth that was forming under her nose? The wild card. And then there's Cammy, the charming, confident friend who seems to hold a permanent place in Vinny's heart. Their bond is evident, and for those watching closely, Vinny's body language changes around Cammy. He's more open, more anxious, more emotionally raw. Some fans argue that the attempt to kiss Cammy wasn't a fleeting mistake, but a revelation. That Vinny's real feelings lie with Cammy, not Gabby. Others, however, believe Lewis may become the person who helps Vinny truly accept who he is. As one viewer eloquently put it, Cammy is the awakening. Lewis is the evolution. Lewis Barton. From background to breakout? Lewis Barton, a character who until recently stayed on the sidelines, is quickly becoming one of the most intriguing figures in the show. Quiet but observant, he carries the kind of understated charisma that fans love to dissect. His interactions with Vinny, short as they've been, are layered with subtle tension and unspoken understanding. The fact that Lewis didn't take offense to Gabby's dismissive comment, and even joked about the scrap metal offer, reveals his self-assured and empathetic nature. In a village full of loud drama and fiery tempers, Louis' calm demeanor might be just what Vinny needs as he navigates this emotional storm. And there's a growing consensus online that Louis is being deliberately positioned as a potential romantic interest. The lingering camera shots, the comedic chemistry, the way he watched Cammy and Vinny. These aren't random choices, they're intentional cues, and fans are reading between the lines. A modern love triangle: Gabby, Vinny, Louis, and Cammy. So, where is this all heading? If Emmerdale is indeed teasing a gay romance involving Vinny, the implications are massive. Not only would this mark an important moment for representation, but it would also give viewers a deeply human, complicated love triangle to invest in. Vinny, caught between the familiarity of Gabby, the passion of Cammy, and the potential peace of Louis, is at the center of one of the show's most compelling arcs in recent memory. Meanwhile, Gabby's storyline stands to deepen dramatically. She may be forced to confront her own expectations of love, and what it means when your partner reveals something so fundamental about themselves. And if Louis becomes a more present figure in Vinny's life, Gabby could face not just emotional betrayal, but romantic competition from an entirely unexpected direction. Representation matters. Why this storyline resonates. Emmerdale has made strides in LGBTQ+ representation in recent years, but Vinny's arc feels different. It's not loud or flashy, it's quietly painful, deeply personal, and entirely rooted in character. Viewers who've experienced similar journeys are resonating with the slow, realistic way the show is approaching Vinny's identity crisis. One fan wrote, "Vinny's not confused. He's scared, and that's real." Another shared, "I see myself in him. That feeling of not knowing how to tell the people you love." Thank you, Emmerdale. Should the show continue on this path, exploring Vinny's sexuality with care and authenticity, it could become one of the most poignant stories Emmerdale has told in years. What happens next? As the story unfolds in the coming weeks, viewers can expect Vinny's full confession to Gabby, and her immediate reaction. Cammy's response to the near kiss and Vinny's feelings. More interactions between Louis and Vinny, potentially hinting at deeper emotional connection. Community gossip. After someone overhears Vinny's confession, will it spread? Gabby's decision. Will she end the engagement, or fight for Vinny? And ultimately, the question remains, will Vinny choose to embrace his truth? And if so, who will he choose to share it with? Final thoughts. Emmerdale's slow burn triumph? What started as a brief cafe scene has snowballed into one of the most anticipated storylines of the year. Emmerdale has managed to build a complex, layered romantic arc that's as much about identity and acceptance as it is about love. Whether it's Vinny and Cammy, Vinny and Louis, or even a solo journey of self-discovery, fans are ready to see where this goes, and they're applauding the show for taking its time to do it right. One viewer summed it up best: "We don't need shock twists. We just need truth. And if Vinny's story continues like this, we're getting it."